Morning, October 13th, Crypto Market Summary, where we're keeping a finger on the pulse of crypto, NFT, and shitcoin markets by looking at the macro environment. Um, Looking at a couple things here today. Just wanted to look into that Bored Ape getting the creator Yuga Labs, basis SEC, so probe over, they're basically getting the regulatory eye looked at them. What does that mean? The SEC is examining whether the NFTs are akin to stocks and should follow the same disclosure rules. So, um, is there rules to NFTs that the government needs to enforce? You know, it's I think, a little bit of a blessing that it's going through Yuga Labs first. Even in their statement here, as a leader in the space, Yuga is committed to fully cooperating with any inquiries along the way. Yeah, of course they are. They've got billions of dollars, lawyers everywhere. Um, they're gonna make it out. Their T's are crossed, their I's are dotted. So that's something to keep an eye on for sure. I was just seeing here today. So USDT, so one of the stable coins, I think it's the biggest stable coin by market cap. Um, Tether has completely eliminated commercial paper from reserves. The conversation with these was always, is there enough actual real dollars to back the coins each one to one? I know USDC kind of has a little bit of a protocol in there. It's not one to one, but it's the highest, I think. And USDT used to publish all of their US dollars, and then they didn't for a little while. There's a little bit of things going on there, but basically what they're saying is the company now holds the majority of its money in short-term US Treasury bills. So Treasury bills, what are those? That's, we talk about those bonds every morning. We could keep a track on those. So the bills, we'll call them slang. So bills are bonds that are, you know, um, maturity of a short maturity, 4 weeks, 13 weeks, so 26 weeks, 52 weeks. So these are just under 1 year. And then, just treasury notes. These are actually the US bonds, 2 year, 3 year, 5 years, 10 years. And then the actual treasury bonds is any 30-year maturity. So, these are the ones we look at right now. 10 years at 3.8%. They probably pick some up somewhere in here. So they're probably doing somewhere around 4% on all their money. Well, this is 10 year, so I don't know what the 1 year is, but I would imagine the 2 year is pretty high. Either right. That's what USDT is. So it's always good to know what your stable coins are doing. I see this one, the Wall Street cheat sheet psychology of a market cycle, quite a bit. It just keeps popping up on crypto Twitter, and you can see it. Like, this is just what the stock market is. Everyone's like happy, happy. Oh, everyone's a genius. Everyone's gonna be rich. Complacency, anxiety, denial, panic, capitulation, and anger. So, zooming out on the S&P 500. It's like, oh yeah, this is 2021. Everyone's gonna be rich. Euphoria, can't make a wrong move. Coming back down. Oh, gonna buy the dip. Gonna buy the dip. Oh, just quite similar. So even just looking at that, that's looking like in the anxiety is kind of where I'm seeing it. And the reason I say that is because, like, I mean, how many times have you heard people getting margin called on a lot of people playing options? Um, Especially crypto space, kind of all over. Um, just something interesting I saw, and this is always something. So this is page one. I follow. It's a newsletter I get, and they always have. And once a month, they always have the funding and news. So it's something that I like to keep a track on because there's billions and billions of dollars. Like, Pantera Capital is looking to raise $1.2 billion for a second crypto fund. That's their second one. $250 million for this Spice VC into crypto. It's all these crypto venture capitalists and money coming into the space. So basically, they're building, and you can see it every month. There's a lot. So what happens after a year, after 2 years of all this money coming in? They hired a team, they build products, and then they start launching their products. Is that a case for the bull? I think it's going to be a very different um, atmosphere and landscape once all of these products are coming out and the bull runs comes again. So interesting to keep a note on. But I think we're gonna jump back into the crypto market summary here today. So today we got some core retail sales. So we'll see what the U.S. people have been have been doing in buying. So, and then for ETH, so 1338. So that's I should have not. That's definitely not a red mic day. 275 for BNB. Yeah, because they after so they this was the inflation announcement. Inflation was bad again. Um, so what was it here? So they had 8.2%. You see inflation hit and people sold 1150. That was kind of my buy target. Didn't make it. And now things are pumping. Everything's green. So we're Solana. Yeah, see, I knew I should have bought some Solana. I don't know if I bought anything on that. Well, I bought some ETH. That was about it. 0.81. That's pretty good. What do we got for this? This is, yeah, 978 billion market cap. What are we doing on the Magic Eden marketplace? 61,601. 61,601 times Sol. So we're looking at about $2 million yesterday on the Magic Eden marketplace. And if we're using, Wall Street OpenSea again at 12 million. So looking pretty flat. So no signs of like growth or, fires catching on. But it's definitely not completely dead. I mean, one could argue we're 4 million over what we had yesterday, but the average is declining for NFT marketplaces. Looking at oil prices, so we got 87, that's creeping back up. 67.8 for WCS, and the gas prices in Europe 146. So that is coming down. What's going on in the bonds? So the 10-year, it peaked there pretty high. 4.07. I almost caught that yesterday when recording. 3.86% for the 10-year. The Dixie is 112.71. That's the strength of the U.S. currency versus a basket of other currencies. The S&P 500, 3669 is basically an indication of what you see in for the market for the stock market. Is one indices. So US 2-year 4.40%. That's pretty. That's a big spread. ENS, what do we got going on here? So the ENS. Okay. So I'm just trying to see here. The 10K club is the one I'm watching. 2.27. For that, so that's coming down. I feel like that came down quite a bit. I don't know why that one just doesn't rip through. So I wonder if it's just something how I copied. Let's see. I gotta paste it. That's the problem. Let's see here if I can't get it. Third time's a charm. 2.27. There we go. So now we're gonna get into Flips Finance, sort by floor price. I want that, and let's put that in there. So what do we see here today? Bored Apes creeping back up, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, that's rebounding after the SEC announcement. CryptoPunks 66.49. Those have not moved in a long time. What is that? 10 days they've been at 66. Mutants creeping up. Other side deeds just hovering. Moonbirds, Zookies, Artifact Monoliths coming down a little bit. They had a recent pump. Cool Cats finally took a dive. Some people selling into that little pump that they had there. I think they raised a bunch of money. You got a new CEO. CyberKong VXs, 0.78. Rug Radios, those are creeping up too. That's a steady increase. Good for them. Anonymized 2.24. They haven't moved at all. Wreck Guy came down a little bit. Ether Orcs, yeah. ENS, CyberKong Babies. It's 2.6 in there. ENS 2.27. That's kind of nice. That's dropping off the high from a couple days ago. That's kind of back to where the low spot was. What is that? That's a pretty 2.27. That's a low since middle of September. A 1 month low. Good. what else we got here? Consortium key is 1.7, 1.79 again. And sandbox land, what are we looking at? 1.45. Let's go into shitcoins, kind of see where we're at. The shitcoin game, 2.3 million. Kind of coming down a little bit. I think, volatility in ETH kind of keeps some people away. Obviously, not all of them, but you can expect a little bit of a decline here. You can almost just plot on this shitcoin volume on the dashboard just to see where there is some economic events. I wonder if there's any. Oh my god, how did they do this? 20 million, 20.9 million, and 16,302. So 15 of that came from the top one. Anyways, that's what we got today. See you guys.